kind of just want to pass. Like, I know that I would, like, lose if I do that, but, like, I kind of just want to do it. How much damage does he have? 5k, 6k. This can't go face. It's entirely possible that he just like fails to kill me. Never mind, I forgot that he can dump retribution. I just exploded now. Maybe he won't be playing it, but they usually do. Yeah, oopsie. Oopsie. I didn't read the funny Mystic Mine. Why does it have that
Hello, 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 chat. We are live.
If I had like properly read that, and by properly read it I mean read it at all, that would have been fine.
What's up, chat? How are you? How are you? We are just wrapping up the last couple of things that we need to go live. There is a Skyhawk, the one and only, here for his sad and tragic finale episode.
Don't be sad because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Yeah, that. We're all saying that for sure. We're all sad.
I'm currently in an
Nothing is
Edison match right now, so I'm balling. But as soon as we're ready to begin, I will be beginning.
I said hello to Trish. He just started this game, so after this game.
Sounds good. Oh, cool. Well, then that means I probably get to finish my game.
Yeah, you got time for sure.
Hey.
Is there any chance that me and chat can watch you play your game, or are we out?
Well, we'll think about it. The start of the damage step.
Me and my singular chatter, do you
Change.
promise to be nice and not share any no leakers in chat?
I'm here. It's okay. I don't care if my list gets leaked. This Cataster is kicking my butt right now. Oh, I can't do Gillosaurus because I summoned Stardust.
Let me just do this one.
I think I set Raikou,
Where's Ib? He asked
and then
me,
I
so
just
can't get to it.
die. I don't even know what I could draw. Maybe like Avarice or Debris. I'm still very new to this format, so please.
We can do
start a damage
testing
step
after this is over. By the way, after the podcast ends.
How does Cataster versus Raikou work?
Cataster
kills
versus
it
Raikou?
first, right?
Yeah,
Does it
Raikou
flip?
doesn't flip, I don't think.
It just dies. Yep. Pretty sure it just goes bye-bye.
Oh, no, it does. Apparently it does pop.
Oh, nice. Up. Cool. Time to run out.
Good to know.
My rat!
Get ratted, idiot.
Rat summon baby into needle sealing or
it's-
torrential is very funny.
It's really funny because you just don't see giant rat in the format very often. With the back row.
I was talking to Neshi about it actually.
Okay.
Neshi was not torrential needle sealing pulling the rug. I figure at this point if they have heavy, they have heavy.
Yeah.
Wait, I think they already used it actually. No, they already used it. Okay, we're good. I'm still learning all of the ins and outs of Edison, so like for example, I don't really have a reason. I could commit a Sabersaurus, but it seems a little risky. As We could be walking into Torrential. Mirror Force, I think, has already been used. The only card I'm scared of is Torrential at this point, which it could be. But if they Torrential here, that's fine. No, I want to keep Limit Reverse for Torrential, actually, so we'll do this. Because if they Torrential when I summon the Saber, I can Limit Reverse back Baby and then summon Hammerhead for game. Too many things to think about. Pulling the rug was a bad side choice, I think. I guess against Diva, it's pretty good. So Diva Stratos. Pulling the rug seems good.
Yeah, so Stratos and they always...
good against, Caius.
Yeah. And they're playing more than one Caius. I'm just going to let you know that.
Miracle Fusion. Okay.
That's fine.
I could just Torrential this, but I feel like
I'm going to be honest with you. I would absolutely Torrential this.
yeah.
Unless you can get them to Ab-Zero, run over the giant rat, and then bring out Baby and on the Baby summon.
Yeah. That happens in... Oh no, this happens... Does Giant Rat happen in the damage step?
I think it does, actually. I never would have thought about that. You're right.
Torrential.
Yeah, I think you have to do it now,
So
then.
I could Torrential and then Baby. So I'll save the Limit Reverse. I don't need it. If they have another Miracle Fusion, I'm going to Kermit.
I'm going to Kermit.
They don't. Let's go.
Oh, I'm going to Kermit.
Time for my big guy. Oh, Torrential, Chain. Limit Reverse. Target Baby.
Not even my GP.
Dude, this, I'm not going to lie to you. You've got to get Monitor Arms like yesterday. This is a completely different experience.
And then
I can put
Baby.
so much more unnecessary crap on my desk. You have no idea.
Go. I still have 2 Debris in deck, which is really nice. Go Hammer.
At the end of the damage step of this card, battle opponent's monster is not destroyed.
Prage no Gores. Fuck. Okay. Well, if they commit another monster, then Needle Sealing gonna go crazy.
Yeah, if they commit another monster, it's the end of the game.
Well, I don't know about that. I still have to deal 15. Gillisaurus is too small.
Here's a small boy.
Well, I can. The problem with Gilla is I can't do the Gilla special because they have Stardust, and Stardust negates the Needle Sealing.
That's
So
true.
Gilla, I can't like special Gilla. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, I should have waited until they targeted. Oops. Well,
yeah.
sometimes it'd be that way.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, cool. That's actually fine. I'm probably not resolving the second one anyway.
It just kind of sucks that, like, you're down a card in advantage now, and he hasn't normaled.
My win con might be deck out, chat.
I mean, actually, yeah.
Oh, God.
Has he seen Stratus yet? Yeah. Well,
Stratus is, yeah, he just banished it. Ab-Zero. Well, I do have a lot of life points to try to find an out. The downside is that I don't know that I have a good one. I milled my Gores. Debris Dragon beats this. Another pulling the rug. I really don't want to set the Gillisaurus in case I need it. I think I just start eating damage. Yeah.
There is a
that
world where
claw.
he considers tributing an Ab-Zero for a Caius. He doesn't want to get deprisoned.
Oh,
He's
God.
terrified
I
of
can't do
deprison.
this
Wait,
because they
what does
bring back-
Gillisaurus do? What does Gillisaurus do?
Gillisaurus special summons itself, but if you activate that effect, your opponent can... If you special summon it, it activates an effect where they can special. So I can... If I do this, they bring back Stardust. I can pop my 2 pulling the rugs, but it doesn't actually do anything. So I think I just wait. This has got to be the last resort. And Dad is gone. Yeah, 25. Well, I'll keep hanging out.
I'll be honest,
the
I might have
clock.
just played, I might have just said think right there just so that you, like, he thinks you're thinking about activating a deprison.
Nah. I think it's much better to just be as immediate. I don't like doing that stuff. I think being quick with it also lets you do like some reverse bluffing later, but
Yeah.
anyway. No, I don't have a target for this. Shit.
So chat, how are we
got-
feeling this evening? Are we what do we got on the agenda for tonight, chat?
I don't think he has an out to like Archangel.
I sided out of a baby, I think.
Why did you sign out of a baby?
Oh yeah, I cut it for the.
Yeah, there's literally nothing to stop a search in this format.
Yeah. I'm gonna set baby. If they have a lethal line to try and clear the ad 0, maybe they'll be scared to do it because the baby is set. Is the game plan?
Yeah.
I don't know how well that's gonna go though. Flip Sangan. Ah, they're taking the risk. GG. Well,
That's unfortunate.
the thing is, like, honestly, in testing, this has been shockingly competent. I need to figure out the format and then tweak this to the format.
You know, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
You don't actually fall that behind on advantage with this. You can actually get pretty far ahead, and being able to threaten limit reverse debris is really strong.
I think
but
the biggest
It
issue
needs
isn't
tweaking.
the biggest issue isn't like advantage. It's like every deck feels competent. The issue is like a very close line, a very fine line between competent and good.
Oh, my goal is not necessarily for this to be good. My goal is for this to be as competent as possible.
I'm gonna
If
be
I'm pulling
honest.
up
I
with-
think
If I'm pulling up with 3 babies and 3 fossil dig in a deck list, I'm already accepting that I'm going to draw all 3 of them someday. It's just going
yeah, I
that
think
way.
that if that wasn't Kuraz, if instead that was like Caius, it would be better. And also, like limit reverse is cool, but I think that like if you are gonna play Kuraz, then it should be Legacy of Yatagarasu.
If you do... Kura's pop limit reverse destroys the baby, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you can pop baby anyway. Like you just set baby, right? Like.
But you can pop baby and the limit reverse, and then you get a 2-for-1 with the Kuraz.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And you get a body, where Legacy doesn't. This is not a good deck. This is.
I don't
just
know that I
trying
would
to
main
play
deck
Dinosaur.
three needle ceilings either. I think I would just. Although to be fair, in testing, it seems nuts.
I think it's gonna be weird. Probably you could do 2. I also just tossed the Plague in randomly. I think Plague is probably good. I kind of low-key. I kind of want to play Jude Fighter to summon off of Giant Rat. I feel like it comes up where I want a tuner that's not Debris Dragon that's accessible.
I would cut one of the debris even to do it.
No, Debris is too good in this deck.
I,
Debris Dragon is the deck. The deck is Debris Dragon Limit Reverse. That's like the entire goal of the deck. If you set up Debris Dragon in hand with the Limit Reverse, that's Trident Dragon. That's like the whole goal of the deck is to build your lethal opening for this.
I mean, yes, right,
they
but
can use
yes,
Bridge
that's fine. But you're putting modern deck building philosophy into this, and you need to think at it like you're in 2010 in a way, where you don't play 3 of everything because it just.
So I do see that in a lot of sideboards, which I think makes sense, because like if that's how the format operates, then it makes sense that we don't see that as much. Like especially because there's so many decks you can play against in Edison, having like 3 of cards in the side deck feels kind of wonky unless you have like a very specific game plan for it.
Right.
I see like tons of stuff. It's like 2 breaker. We'll toss in a Kaiku. 1 or 2 pulling the rug is totally fine. 1 shadow imprisoning mirror, 1 light imprisoning mirror, like, all sorts of weird stuff. Yoo-hoo.
I made fun of Bujin on stream, so I'm gonna get banned in Trish's chat again, guaranteed. Although I think it's usually Redox that bans me. He's like head in his hand, just dragon linking, bro. He's just linking the dragons.
That is how this works. He is Lincoln Dragons. Hold up. I'm gonna move some stuff in the background. I had a lot of people be like in comments on my video. They were like, "You have to clean your room." And so I did. There's a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff here because I'm in the process of selling it and organizing stuff for Edison. And then
I mean, that seems fair.
the counter is stuff for cleaning. Like Febreze can be on my desk. That's fine. I think it's okay if that is on my dresser.
Look at this. Instead, like way out.
I also put up I also put up the ducks. The ducks are nice.
I did see all your posters. They look phenomenal, by the way.
I did. Yeah, I took down the AGOV banner, and I had to. Oh, why is the corner up on that one? The corner keeps going up on Poetry the Rock. Hold up.
What is the one next to that?
Which one?
The one on the left.
This one?
Yeah.
This is Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Oh, I've never played a Cyberpunk game, so I don't know what that is.
I have not played Cyberpunk. There's an anime based on the universe called Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's on Netflix. It's really good. That's what these two are too. Rebecca and Lucy. Oh god, my headphones.
Gotcha.
They're unplugged. Okay, I guess I can do.
I'm gonna try something different with my camera because I really want to show these off.
Yeah. While we're through the. Oh yeah, you got the Rise of Destiny. While you're working on that, I can do the poster guide. So
this is incredibly precarious. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Rise of the Duelist is pretty baller.
Yeah, but this is like as precarious as they come. If I do this, is it gonna fall over? No, it didn't fall over.
Anyway, Rebecca, Cyberpunk Edge Runners is pointing a gun at you. Next to that is Bochi the Rock. I haven't actually watched that show yet. I just got this because it was at Animathon, and I got the third one for free, and it looks cool. This is Slam Dunk, best sports manga of all time. Apologies to Haikyuu, it's also very good, but I love Slam Dunk too much. Fire Emblem Three Houses, great game. And then Edge Runners, The Ducks. This is an artist from Edmonton. Her name is Saptastic. Go to her online store. She makes super cool stuff. A lot of like crows and ducks. These two penguins in military outfits. Well, one's a duck and one's a penguin are also by her. As is the little penguin riding a dog. The snow. Pokemon Sun and Moon. I got that when it was pre-ordered. That was that was high school. I can't believe I still have that thing. And a very funny little penguin motivational poster. The little penguin guy is actually called an Eguino.
A what?
An Eguino, according to the artist. And then this is my award from Animathon, fan favorite for their karaoke contest.
Nice. I unfortunately got both of them, but like because of the way my setup is, I can't show them both because if I do, I'm gonna like dox my entire setup. So I have to set it like just so that I can.
You got it.
If I set it anything less than perfectly, you won't be able to see anything.
Wahoo. Cool beans. Well, this is the other thing. My twin brother came over yesterday. So, as y'all know, I'm done playing Paper Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm playing Edison for a week because Maple invited me to play in a tournament, and as a fellow Canadian, I had to help out. So apparently a couple people dropped, so they had to scrape for the retirees to join the event. So I don't know who's on my team, but it's a 3v3 event happening this weekend on Hasher Brown's Twitch, and I believe Maple's Twitch as well. Lots of cool people are playing. Trish is playing on a team with Tempest and Raymond Dye. MBT and Nim are on a team playing with Leah Asimov, I think.
Yeah, if you go second, you may.
And then, oh no, it's MBT, Danny, and Leah. And then, who else is playing?
The thing with Warland is you usually make
Sansali is playing. Lots of people playing.
Their board really wide,
Anyway, my twin brother came over and showed me how to replace the D-pad inputs on a PS4 controller. Because I'm going to start getting into fighting games once I'm done with Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm going to play some Tekken, going to play some Blaze Blue. Tekken 8 just came out, probably going to try that. The reason that you want to replace these, if you're trying to do fighting game stuff, he explained to me, is because on like a regular PS4 input, all of the D-pads are actually connected by a piece of plastic underneath. So sometimes when you're doing an input on the up button, there's like a reaction from the opposite side that will do a down input as well, so you get misinputs. These are different because they're all separate pieces. They don't connect, so your inputs are more accurate.
Interesting.
You don't have that risk of like the other bit coming up. I didn't either, and after like a solid 30-minute lesson, now I know how to take apart a PS4 controller and replace parts.
I have a
'Cause
question.
You can save like, yeah.
But did you know that they banned Max C and Master Duel?
They did it for a tryout duel. It's like a mini format thing that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you can play the TCG format for 4 days.
Yeah. Looks like it's going well.
Yeah. I think that's a W. I had some people in the Necrofusion enthusiast Discord sent me a thing like, please come back just for this event.
No,
Because
that's
Fluffle is here.
That is true.
So I'm probably gonna log on and play a game because I would like to show the Master Duel developers that there is a demand for the TCG format, or at a bare minimum, a competitive format that doesn't have Max C in it.
That's fair.
TCG Best of 1 is there, and I did say that I would return to Master Duel if they banned Max C. So,
which they did for 4 days.
for 4 days. So I think I might not play, but I am probably going to go encourage the Necrofusion enthusiasts to all boot up Fluffle, because Toad is going to be legal.
Which it's crazy that it's not in Master Duel, but
well, the TCG is the only format where it's legal now. It's banned in the OCG.
Oh,
So,
wow.
TCG is the only land with
It's
Toad
insane.
still alive. Well, TCG decided they were going to do Ronin Toad. Everywhere else said they were going to ban Toad.
I think Ronin's a better hit.
Speaking of, when is the Substitute reprint happening?
Dude,
Did that ever happen?
I got into a debate with a friend of mine on the way to New Orleans about this, and he says that he thinks they're going to wait until there is a water structure deck. And I said they missed their shot with Ice Barrier. It's not happening. They missed the entire year of the water with this. It's too late. They just need to do it the first opportunity they have, which has been every OTS pack since it happened. But they're not going to do that.
He also didn't rip my
Is Trish still in the same game?
Nope. Sort of. He's not in the same game from when we got in the call, but he hasn't started another.
Okay.
So, the Triple Tactics Talents has its own animation now. That's kind of cool.
Big Odd Eyes, absolutely. Yeah, they're used for the Odd Eyes.
Yeah, they've given a bunch of the staples kind of on and off have started to get animations. They gave Imperial Order an animation, but then they did the right thing and banned it. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know.
So what's interesting with Master Duel 2 is DKID's Master Duel Meta Leaker or whatever says that the D-Bellstar engine, and that the D-Bellstar engine is coming next month.
Oh.
Which means that it's one set behind, but also apparently Unchained is not coming. So we're gonna get the Wanted engine before we get Sharfar and Yama and all that. Which is certainly a Master Duel move. They like to stir the pot a little bit.
Un Master Duel memento.
Mm-hmm. The base move
I need to
would
check
be
my
if they
phone, so my camera's gonna go stupid here for a second.
Okay.
I'm here though. Okay.
Have a copy of got a Jerry Beans man here chilling.
Jerry Beans man.
Yeah. It's not going to show up on the camera, I don't think, but this one is... Oh, I got a little bit of it there. This one is a Shatter Foil.
They are both gone now.
It's a max rarity Jerry Beans one.
Very good.
I picked it up because I wanted to play the Plant Link deck, and I got to play it for one locals. Before it got banned out of existence. Before it got justifiably banned out of existence.
I don't know if that was banned like out of existence, huh? I mean, they're getting new stuff here in just a minute, aren't they?
Not. Plants are fine. This was a very specific deck enabled by. It was a 60-card pile deck enabled by Link Cross, which
easy peasy.
many decks.
No, don't queue up again. Don't queue up again. Don't queue up again.
Yo, Sonny, why are you in chat? Shouldn't you be like doing the podcast?
Yeah, we can just do this, us two, like.
I am. Oh, okay.
I don't want to.
I would have paused here to join you, but if you guys have already said it, then like run it back. You said you were coming. Have you started or not?
Hmm?
live but not recording. Okay. All right, boys. We're gonna take a quick diversion for the podcast, and then we'll be back with more like good Yu-Gi-Oh. So quick diversion, quick side.
We can keep this one. It doesn't have to be
we
like
drop
long, but we
viewers
can keep this one on the shorter
down to
side too.
100 or lower,
Just
you're
'cause-
paying me.
What do you mean? I am paying you. What do you mean if we drop lower, I'm paying you? I'm already paying you. What are you talking about?
No, you're not.
Drop lower.
You're paying me extra.
True.
Unbelievable. Some people.
Trish can have my share as a going away present.
Oh,
Shouldn't
sheesh. No, not everyone leave. Everyone sub. Everyone do extra subs. Lots of subs.
Everyone leave.
Sunny,
Everyone
no.
leaves, so he has to pay me more.
No,
That's
no.
true,
No,
actually.
no.
That's
What we're going
correct.
to do is everyone's going to use their free Amazon Prime that is included with their Amazon Prime account, which we all have anyway, because we all know that none of you are going anywhere.
You
I think
doubt
I didn't
them
think
so much.
Do
I
what?
was unaware that Sonny, I didn't know that the strategy was negging the audience. I thought we were pretty sure that didn't work.
This is Twitch. It always
Yeah,
works.
It's okay. Well, he'll become a real streamer one day. He'll learn.
What do you mean one day? I'm streaming right now. I'm live at twitch.tv/Sunny Top Cut Podcast.
Oh, you're on Twitch? I thought you were.
Yeah, I went on Twitch this time because Trish is right. It's better.
is-
Weird. I've only been doing
it's
this
so
like
funny.
every day for like 3
It's-
years.
Well,
So-
I'm sorry that I was trying to like be polite and compliment you. I'll stop doing that for sure.
Okay.
Oh, good.
By the way, root beer, an absolute
Hold up.
W.
Let me wait. Root beer?
Yeah,
What's
he was
the context?
drinking. He was drinking root beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
true.
ran out of my Diet Coke, so I was like, fuck it,
got
I'll
to
buy
do
a root beer.
Hey, A&W. That's a Canada staple right there. That's-
What's crazy to me is it's easier to find A&W in Canada than it is in like the States.
Yeah. It generally.
I'm not gonna
like,
lie
it
to you.
is-
I really want to go
honestly,
get a
it's-
root beer out of my fridge now. Do I have time to do that?
Legitimately, it's in like every like small town and any like gas station
Yeah.
section. Like there's
I get
an
the
A&W.
bottles
The
at
first thing when
Walmart.
you cross over the border into Ontario, like across the Detroit border, there's an A&W right there. Might not be the Detroit one. It might be further up.
Okay, so y'all aren't gonna have this
There-
up
there's
there,
two
but if
beers.
you ever see a Abita root beer, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm a big fan of Abita root beer. Like Abita Brewery, they do regular beer, but their root beer is awesome. It's wonderful. And it's made
Alright.
right here in Abita Springs, Louisiana. So
I've
I
never
will
seen
never-
that.
You've never heard of a
Never
Abita
in
beer?
my
Never
life.
experienced it.
you've never heard of Abita beer?
No.
That's
We have,
crazy.
there is a Canadian brand of energy drink called Beaver Buzz, and they have a root beer.
No.
energy drink.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's
There's no way.
the root beer one is not very good, but they have a Saskatoon berry one that is delicious. I haven't been able to have it for quite a while because I've been staying off. I haven't had an energy drink in like 9 months now. It used to be like every day through school, but now I'm clean. I'm out.
Jeez.
Anyway,
Let me grab some water.
yeah.
Okay, since he's gonna
Sonny,
grab
are
water,
you
I'm also
worried?
gonna grab a root beer. I'll be right back.
You're just leaving me to. You're just.
I can see it. Well, I'm gonna go take a piss now.
Go do it. Yeah. I'll hold down the fort. And by hold down the fort, I mean I'm gonna activate Ancient Gear Castle. Welcome to the Ancient Gear Castle, everybody. Cool. Well, since they've abandoned me, oh, there's Sunny.
didn't
Trish went to
abandon
go
you that
take Trish went to go take a piss because you took too long.
I mean, that's fair. All right.
yeah.
Well, I'll wait till he gets back, and then I'll actually like start
then
with the
you can
podcast
get
like for real,
started?
for real. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Once he's back, we'll go. I don't know, chat. I showed this to Sunny's crew. I've got some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on my desk because I'm in the process of selling most of my stuff, but I do have max rarity cherry beans, man. It's not going to come up very well on camera, but I do have
that's as good as
the
it
mosaic
gets.
rare, or not the mosaic. This is a shatter foil. I do have a shatter foil Jerry Beans, man.
That's as good as it gets for real.
Jerry, a bean soldier, believes he is the strongest warrior in the world, but his true abilities are still untested.
Is
Okay.
he untested?
It's my max
I think
rarity
those
Jerry
tests
Beans,
are
man.
free now. You know, I don't know how good his health coverage is, but like I think he can like go get tested.
We got that solo leveling ability score. You can just walk into a building and it'll be like, you're in E rank. All right, cool. We got that.
You are in bad tier.
You're in bad tier. Imagine just hello, John Konami. If I hand you a card, can you give me the tier ranking? That would be a good idea. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and
roll?
actually start the podcast for real finally. So
Okay. I hit start recording, so we're good to go.
wonderful. Hello, everybody, and welcome into today's episode of the Top Cut Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. My name is Sunny, and I am here with my co-hosts, Giant Skyhawk and Schlatt TTV. How are you fellas doing this evening?
God, I'm almost free. It's almost over.
Oh no, don't be like this.
What a way to start it. It's like,
He's been holding that one in the chamber for months.
Maybe. I mean, freedom a little bit, I guess. It's funny. It was kind of cool to be the Keemstar drama of the community for a week, but it is nice that that's finally over. I can just kind of do what I want to do now. Although unfortunately, I have been roped into participating in an Edison tournament, so I've been dragged out of retirement.
Is that Hasher's one, or is that
It is Hashers. I see that you've teamed up with Raymond Dye, so I think y'all are just going to sweep.
No. We're doing the run back because last time we didn't even make Top Cut last time, but it was me, Tempest, and Ray for the last time they had this, and we may or may not be the reason that certain strategies are banned.
Nice. What is banned?
Because
for this
we found out that Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega is a very poorly optimized platform, and so they're doing like relay duels, right? Like where as soon as you beat somebody, you have to play the next opponent. So we queued Exodia because we figured out that if you draw all 5 pieces of Exodia, it kills all 3 players on the same turn.
So you just all play Exodia, and you don't keep.
No. It's I think it's Worlds format, where like Master Duel Worlds format, where like it's a shared card pool. So we had to we couldn't run 3 real Edison decks. So one person took a real Edison deck, and the other 2 players had to take meme decks. And so we were like, oh, this is funny because if it works, it just FTKs the whole team.
Yeah,
that's
and then
insane.
If it doesn't, then we just get steamrolled. I was struggling to. The reason I got back into it. Into Edison, it's a way for me. I think it's a good way for me to engage with the hobby, but still not play like the modern TCG. So if I'm going to learn an Edison deck, and then I'll have that in my back pocket for if something happens and I want to go and there's Edison games happening. But
They've been doing Ultimate Time Wizard a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think it happens at basically every event, right?
Yeah, so, it's basically like a second YCS every YCS now.
So, not to cut you off, we do have to thank our sponsors. So, real quick, we're gonna keep talking more about this because we don't actually have like a true agenda for today's episode. We're just gonna ramble for a while, but because I don't want Skyhawk to be like bogged down by like actual real content on his last episode. So. A huge thank you to Steelfox Games and ETB Games for their continued support of the podcast. Of course, we want to thank Gem Tech Accessories, as well as TCG Player, Dragon Shield, Tier 0, and Grimoire Accessories. Notably, Chainlink TCG is no longer. So we're going to be deleting that link out of the descriptions. Don't worry about going back to past ones because, I gotta say that I think they're still live for like right now for like a closeout sale. But other than that, yeah.
They have some pretty sick field centers and mats for like $5-10. So
yes,
go help clear out their inventory as they're winding things down.
Yes, and also Tier 0, we are getting a new affiliate link for Tier 0, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And the Phantom Nightmare pre-sales are up for that, so you can get 5% off of your Phantom Nightmare cards if you want to do that.
I don't have to manage links anymore. This is so nice.
I know, right? It's the little things in life.
What's the next chapter for Skyhawk?
For Hawk, it's interesting. So that's actually I talked a little bit about this with Sunny before we all hopped on. My goal is to just try like as many different games as possible because I think my Discord status is like a hobby refugee. So I'm gonna be trying to dig my way through a bunch of different stuff. My twin brother is super into fighting games, so he loves like Tekken. He plays a lot of anime fighters, plays a lot of Blaze Blue, Uniclear. He actually came over yesterday, and he showed me how to replace the D-pad inputs on a PS4 controller. So, taking this, I gotta try to take it a little seriously for a while because there's like apparently there's a piece that's connected in the regular one. So sometimes if you push up, down also gets put as an input. But these ones are all separate, so it makes the inputs a little more accurate. I'm not good enough for that to matter.
It also looks cooler, notably.
Touched one, so I also have to like bring myself back into the mindset of like, because Yu-Gi-Oh is something that I've been able to like keep up with, and I can say I'm generally pretty competent at. But everything else, it's nice to come back into the mindset of like, wow, I'm terrible at this. Okay, time to dive in and like absorb as much as I can. I've had people be like, I think I'm just gonna like pick a thing to try for a month, like every month, and see what I want to do. I had, I think like a little bit after my video went up, both Coder and MBT messaged me being like, hey, you should play Alestrals.
Hey, have you heard about the up and coming new trading card game Alestrals,
Speaking
made
of,
by Pokemon YouTuber A Drive?
speaking of, have
Exactly.
we heard about the up and coming TCG MetaZoo that is no longer up and coming?
That is up and
I
dead
didn't see that.
in a ditch.
Yeah.
Who knew that attaching your brand to like NFT adjacent stuff would kill it? I couldn't.
Who would have thought?
Who could ever have guessed?
Yeah, I never would have thunk it personally.
Yeah, I had people be like, "You should play Pokemon," so maybe I'll join Tatsim. Retired Yu-Gi-Oh players play Pokemon for a bit. Do you,
Throwback
Trish?
reference tag.
Yeah, you play.
Come play
You play
VGC with me.
sometimes,
Come
right?
play
I do
VGC.
play VGC.
Come, I'm trying to get into VGC right now. Me and my friends are starting a house league.
All right, I no longer play VGC.
Damn it! You should come play VGC
Yes,
with us, Trish.
Trying to
Bet.
listen. I do love that
Teach me your
we can
ways.
both unite in running as far away from Sunny as possible.
I do want to try Unite, although Unite scares me.
Yeah,
People still play Unite.
Yeah, some people, crazy people.
Unite is still a thing. I had
People
people,
with
be like, you should try TFT. Basically, everybody has just been trying to poach me to play their game, which is very funny. But
That should make you feel good, though.
I don't know exactly. It was cool to have. I had like a lot of different people reach out. I had a bunch of people because during COVID, I ran remote duels for locals. For that shop, I judged. One of maybe the funniest comments on a video I've been involved in ever was one of MBT's uploads. Another guy from the locals commented, "Skyhawk runs the locals every other week so that us plebs can get packs," which was funny because I was Halcross comboing everybody at that time. But I got messages from people that I hadn't talked to who played in those remote duel bits for years. Like, hey, this came across my feed. I just wanted to say like X and Y about everything else. So it's been cool to have people come out and be like, do their little wave and be like, I saw you. So that's been fun. But now, like I said, now it's like it was cute. It was fun.
So do you have like an order of like a planet pack?
See, that's the problem. Is I'm now in choice paralysis. Luckily, the Edison tournament means that I can stall. I can just be like, this week I'm learning Edison format to play. So I guess I'll reveal what I'm playing because I do not care how this goes at all. And I also don't have a team yet. So I'll have to work out some card choices. But my good friend Outback has been developing a deck basically just to convince me to play Edison format. We are calling it Dino Box. So for those who do not know, in Edison format, Fossil Dig is legal at 3 copies. Oh. However, the targets you can search with Fossil Dig are very bad.
Hyper Hammerhead?
Unfortunately, Soul Eating Oviraptor is not legal at 3 copies.
It's very sad. But what is legal is Baby Cerosaurus. And there are some very funny ways. So you may know there's a deck called KFC. That is Kuraz Turbo. Kuraz can also destroy Baby Cerosaurus, turns out.
Yep.
So the goal of the deck, and Baby Cerosaurus also has 7 copies of Call of the Haunted for it in Edison format. You have Call of the Haunted. You have Limit Reverse, which you may have seen played in some like Gemini decks because it can bring back the Gemini Soldier.
And Jute Fighter.
And Jute Fighter. But also there is Graceful Revival, which is called 100 for level 2 or lower monsters. And all of them have the stipulation where if the own spell is destroyed, it destroys the monster. So you can Kuraz Destroyer Limit Reverse to get the baby summoned from deck and draw 2, because you can pop the baby and the Limit Reverse. So you get like the summon from deck and the plus. But the main play is Debris Dragon. So if you have a baby Ceratosaurus or a level 2 in the graveyard, a Limit Reverse, and a Debris Dragon, it sets up Trident Dragion for lethal. Normal summon Debris Dragon, bring back the baby, you make Iron Chain Dragon, then you activate Limit Reverse, bring back the Debris Dragon because it's 1,000 attack, so you can bring it back with the Limit Reverse, it's for 1,000 or lower, and that makes Trident Dragion, and then you can pop the Limit Reverse as a free card to pop for the Dragion. I did this in Rated yesterday to a Spirit Reaper player, or a zombie player. They put Spirit Reaper in attack position, and so I just made Trident Dragion and attacked it 3 times per game.
Amazing. So Trish, there you go. You can play dragons in Edison. I mean, you can play good dragons, too.
Dragons is already good in Edison.
Dragons
I'm really afraid
already
for
I lost it last
dragons in
weekend.
that tournament because the last time we played, it was won by Disaster Dragons because Omega wrongly implemented a rumor version of Red MD that never existed, which is that Red MD could summon itself.
Oh, what? Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I've heard this rumor floating around for years that Red MD used to be able to summon itself. There has been no version of that card that could summon itself. So I don't know where that came from, but on Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega, they like I remember playing against Disaster Dragons, and it's like, oh, this is fine. You know, they just poke me for a little bit, and they went Red MD, summon Red MD, summon Red MD, summon thing, swing for like 94. I'm like, Judge?
Huh? Wait,
And
so
they're like, oh, well, Omega allowed it, so it has to be legal. And I'm like, that is not how that works.
is there an Edison format like thing in Omega like they did for Dueling Book?
I think so.
There might be.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. Playing on Omega is certainly my last choice. I would much rather go to the playground at the playground and find some players.
I think people just have this weird thing against using Dueling Book, so they put it on Omega.
I will say, I think we can solve. I think I'm gonna put I already have a hat on. I mean, I could put another one on, but I'm gonna put the detective cap on. I think I know who's been spreading the rumors about Red MD being able to summon itself. So I think it's someone in this room. Who do you think of the 3 of us would benefit the most from a Red MD being able to summon itself?
Do not look at me.
All I'm saying is I've never played dragons in any capacity, so
it was me. I did it. I'm sorry to tell you all now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega is entirely my fault.
the whole platform, that is quite a statement.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's, I guess, some interesting stuff has happened since this is I'm taking the soapbox because this is the last time I have.
Do you think, King?
So Rarity Collection 2. I had some people ask me like, "Hey, this is really good. What do you think about this?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is really good." But main sets are still like my core gripe, so it doesn't change where I'm at. Something interesting that has come up that I'm debating participating in, at least to some extent, is the Master Duel. I think it's a tryout duel. It's only lasting for like 4 days, but they're implementing the TCG ban list with the Master Duel card pool. Is I think how it functions. I haven't actually looked at the list. Is that how it's rocking?
Yeah, so it's the TCG ban, the current TCG ban list with the current card pool of Master Duel, but the cards that are uncraftable, because there are some cards that are uncraftable, like Dragoon, for example, you still can't craft them.
I was gonna say Dragoon would be the example. Yeah, that is. I might come back to that. Toad is legal finally again in Master Duel, so I might play some games in that because I want to boost the player count. I want to tell Konami and the devs that there's actually a demand for the TCG format in Master Duel, or at minimum a format with Max C band.
True.
But I mean, if they just implement this as like a little treat for us TCG players once every 3 months, that kind of sucks.
I would be shocked if it's as often as every 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, how many times has they rotated the other like normal format and the fusion format?
Is the first time.
I think once. There's been.
Oh, you're saying for the events?
Yeah. Like how often have they rotated those?
They've done fusion twice or 3 times, maybe.
I think fusions happened twice, maybe,
But
but
other
it
than
was
that,
with different rewards. Because I know that the first time they did it, I missed it, so I don't have instant fusion. Instant fusion is like the only mate in the game that I think I don't have, and I've been just waiting for an opportunity to get it again, and it just has not come back.
That's
I
unfortunate.
love FOMO. It's so good. big fan of FOMO games.
Huge fan of FOMO marketing.
I remember when Cross Sheep was revealed. I was like, ah, crap, I have to get the Cross Sheep, and I was like, I don't want to feel like I have to get this. Come on, you can. I mean,
Okay,
it's a wide period for this. For the dual passes, it's like 60 days, right?
90.
90?
It's
Okay, nice.
it's very wide.
So those are pretty good. They're not too bad to get to. Usually it's just a couple of days of.
I tried to play Master Duel again on stream when I started doing the streams. You know, maybe I'm just not strong enough like you are, Trish. But
if you're not strong enough to play Master Duel, how are you supposed to get back into the TCG?
You know, that's a great question. See, they don't have any roaches in the TCG.
Okay, but TCG players are a little bit better on average. Like you're queuing into people. It is very hard to lose games before Master.
That is true.
It is very
that is definitely true. You know, the bigger issue for me is just like grinding to put your first deck together, which I know is you have like a guide on doing this. I get it, lots of free gems and stuff like that, but okay, you're giving me a look.
It's like what's the Dolly?
It takes 30 minutes, Sonny. It takes 30 minutes.
What's the song?
know. I could build put Pokemon together in 30 minutes. I don't know. I've been enjoying shiny hunting.
Single mom who works 2
I
jobs.
think that Sonny doesn't like Yu-Gi-Oh. It just sounds like Sonny hates Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't like not paper Yu-Gi-Oh. I'd rather remote duel. I like paper dueling. I like paper. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sonny's like, I want to be able to cheat my opponents.
Yes,
Sonny,
thank you.
Paper.
I've been saying
he admits it. Konami, get him. Konami, get him. He admitted it. It's live. It's recorded.
We've got it on tape, everybody.
Hey, taping is not allowed at Konami sanctioned events. Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't have Sonny's Kasi ID, so he could disappear tomorrow, and we would never be able to.
I'm checking his Facebook right now.
It's not on there either.
I will find the post.
Find a post with the Kasi. Yeah. Well, the problem is that would require him to have posted a picture of an event result because he's never topped one, so he wouldn't have. There wouldn't be a picture with the Kasi.
If you dig deep enough on Twitter, it's there, but you have to dig real deep.
Listen, I did improv. I can pull it off the top.
There are arcade tournament tops at.
I wasn't even gonna go there. I was gonna leave it up to people's imaginations.
I got the blow torches out. I'm burning everything down today.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bridges are just on fire today.
So that's actually a super good point, though. I'll bring this up as something that I which is why I like super badly wish that Master Duel had the option for a TCG format. In general, is that Master Duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Paper Yu-Gi-Oh! Has long had a moral hazard problem. And cheating is just something that it happens, and there are a lot of ways to do it that it is very difficult for judges to. I just saw the message. Trish sent a chat.
Just keep going. Just keep
Redox,
going.
Redox, I have bad news for you. I'm the only thing that's ending.
I was gonna let him have it. I was just gonna let him have it.
That's a good one. But like Paper Yu-Gi-Oh has like a moral hazard problem, and there are a lot of things that are there are a ton of situations in Yu-Gi-Oh that come up at a super competitive level where it would take a judge a very long time to investigate a situation and they might get it wrong. Master Duel just like eliminates that possibility altogether. Like, yes, there are bots and there's like timer cheats, but those are like meta level bot cheating for climbing ladders.
It's so rare too. Like, I have 4,600 hours in this game on my main account alone.
It's gone up a bit.
On my main account alone, and I've encountered exactly one cheater in my life.
That was just during that Worlds Grind event, right? That was where the big prominent one was?
In the last 20 minutes of the Worlds Grind.
Yep. So I think Master Duel I think in a perfect world ends up being the best way to play the game competitively, just because it removes so much of that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it would suck to misclick when in person you can correct that a little bit. It's like dueling,
Yeah.
but kind of has that aspect to it as well. But that's why I was so excited, is that I thought it might, especially when it was first revealed, I was like, this is the thing that turns Yu-Gi-Oh into an esport. This is the thing that actually like means more people from like the wider internet might take Yu-Gi-Oh seriously as something competitive.
I think we all felt that way.
And I think it's gotten better. Like there are events. MCS was a thing. The Challenger Cup is now a thing. So Konami is trying to run events. There were like the weird ones that they ran over here that were attached to the remote duels thing, the main event series.
Oh God.
That I know
Forgot
Rourke
about
posted a
those.
video. Rourke was like, there were 9 people and I want to rescue them. So
Yeah,
surprising for
I'm
those
surprised
is
one even
cool, but
fired. What's crazy about those events too, if you've ever tried to play in those, is they run it like Duel Links, where your entire collection is your side deck, and there's no limit on how many cards you can swap. So you can just swap decks entirely every single duel.
Sorry, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of
Lore,
deck swapping.
lore reference, lore reference.
Lore
Yeah.
drop. Um,
I think
But
that
yeah.
a great display of that too was the Master Duel World Championship, because seeing them play Master Duel at Worlds, especially in the finals, it was, I mean, it was cinematic. It was wonderful to watch personally. I mean, we stayed up at my locals until like 5 o'clock in the morning watching all the finals matches, and it was. I think it was the way to watch Yu-Gi-Oh on a stream personally.
I stayed awake because of the countdown. I made the mistake of getting hyped for that.
Yeah, we all did.
Oh.
I got owned.
Yeah, I remember I had to watch that live because I had to stand by for my greatest enemy, Raymond Young Die. To if you don't
Oh,
take me to Worlds, Ray, you better win it.
that's
And then he
true. That's
lost.
true. They did. They lost to oh God, what's the Steve Cox defeated all of them in the finals. That's the
Oh
dude,
yeah,
that's
they got swept, right?
Quantal's no so
That wait, is that the Quantal Docs? Just
it is
live?
no, so Steve Cox was an alias that Quantal used to enter the Master Circuit Series tournaments, because at the time EU prizing wasn't allowed, so it was only North American entrants. But
Oh my God.
Quantal snuck in as Steve Cox and then won twice. There's there's pretty good argument that it's so crazy to see people who like have like been around the community and then just suddenly be like, oh no, yeah, these are all like the top Master Duel players. Like a couple of people, like obviously like Jesse Cotton and Joshua Schmidt, like Ryan Yu and Raymond Dyer, like huge, but like, and Quantal had done well at a couple events before, but Master Duel just was like boom. And then I think Quantal did well at a couple of YCS events, like following the Worlds event too. He was at Vancouver. I don't know if he topped, but he was close.
I mean,
I
he
think
was top
he
events
missed
before
by
that too.
one. I think he lost on the bubble, is what I remember.
That's the one too. Wild.
Was Quantal the one that got second place at a YCS with Beat Trooper? Who was that?
No, that was Herman Hansen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is
Mistletoe.
different Yu-Gi-Oh, different good Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Mistletoe.
Different. Here's a fun fact for you that not a lot of people know because it's hidden in the annals of Yu-Gi-Oh history. Herman Hansen is the first ever Trinity format champion. Mr. Lennon is the name online. Played Trinity format for the very first month it existed and never again. So he just showed up. So he was like, "Yeah, I'll play." Won the whole thing, and then was like,
What was
"I'm
Trinity
done."
Retired.
So Trinity form. This is so. I'll talk about this a little bit. I'll soapbox. So people who listened to the first episode I was on a few years ago might remember this.
A few years ago.
Yeah, crazy how that is.
Is that how long I have to look forward to being stuck here?
As long as you let me keep you here.
That's a question for Sonny of the Top Cup podcast.
It's a question for Trish of the Top Cut podcast, maybe.
I think it's a question for Skyhawk.
Oh,
true. I abstain. Trinity format. Trinity format.
Here first, folks.
I defer to the great graces of the jury and the court. Trinity format, to explain what this is a funny Highlander alt format that existed online. It's still they still play it. The Discord is still active. It's kind of what got MBT started in like doing stuff in online space, or maybe not started, but he was there for a while. And I just kind of like, I can't even remember how I stumbled upon it. It was like sometime in college, but the concept is minimum deck size is 30, but it's Highlander. But you have the option to play a Trinity, so you can increase your deck size to cheat the Highlander rule. So say, for example, I have a 30-card dinosaur deck. If I go to 35 cards, I can play a second copy of Overraptor. If I go to 40 cards, I can play a third copy of Overraptor. If I go to 45 cards, I can add a second copy of Fossil Dig. So you can trade your overall consistency to see one piece of your engine more consistently. So it's an interesting deck building challenge. Their ban list, there's also a summon limit. So you can only normal or special summon effect monsters 3 times per turn. So what that does is it gives you like this weird Highlander deck building challenge that plays Edison style Yu-Gi-Oh with the modern card pool. It also has the funniest ban list of all time. There's like a format philosophy document that's like 5 pages long. All format people are crazy. And it's like
They do go all in.
They ban anything that's anti-fun. So basically anything in the floodgate that like sniffs at being a towers is banned, which includes Legendary Fisherman the Third. Was one of the first cards banned because it's a towers, right? So for example, Pankratops was legal until it got banned because it's not a towers. But basically any floodgate is banned except for the really bad ones. So I was playing a water deck for a while that played Icebond, which is a continuous trap that changes all non-water monsters to defense position. You go like really deep in the card pool when you're playing Highlander and everything is banned.
Wait, so does that imply that Gravity Bind is banned?
Gravity Bind is banned.
There's no way.
There's a lot of cards that are banned. It is an interesting corner. People made some pretty crazy stuff. My favorite deck of all time was played in that format. It's called Giant Ballpark. Or actually, so that was part of it. It's actually called Jurassic Ballpark.
No.
So there
Out
were
of
the
curiosity,
two good decks
just
at the time.
out of curiosity, is Appaloosa banned in that format?
I don't know.
Probably not, because it's not a floodgate. Continue.
It's hard to
I mean,
summon.
if they can only summon effect monsters 3 times a turn, how are they even making it?
True.
It's very hard. It's very.
But I mean,
hard
if
to
all the
make it,
floodgates
so
are banned, it's not banned because it's not a floodgate.
I think it's legal. I haven't checked. I haven't played in a long time. It kind of ramped me off into relearning the game because I've said this on the podcast before, but I was very, very bad for a very, very long time. I was playing Dino Rabbit until like Toss. It's like the level of bad that I was. But Trinity format got me like introduced into the card pool again of like the new stuff and like forced me to actually read cards instead of normal summoning Rescue Rabbit in setting 4. And then doing the deck building also meant I had to make resource decisions, and that helped a lot with my technical play going forward. But anyway, Jurassic Ballpark. So the two really good decks at the time people were playing were Giant Ballpark. If you don't know what that is, it's a field spell that says when a guy attacks, you can send 3 insect normal monsters to the graveyard and then just summon all of them. Which is good because normal monsters cheat the summon limit in Trinity, so you can just spam a bunch of guys. And then Dinosaur, which I had built. Turns out, if you played them together, you could just kill people, which is very hard to do in Trinity format. Because if you opened a way to Overraptor and a way to your field spell, which is Giant Ballpark, you could do Overraptor into Misk, banish your Misk, summon Jurak Ilo, and make High-Speed Ride Chanbara. Chanbara attacks twice, so the first attack gets negated. The damage gets negated by Giant Ballpark. You summon all 3 Insect Knights from your deck, and then your boosted Chanbara and all 3 Insect Knights is 8,000 damage for one of the few OTKs that existed in that format under the summon limit. So that's where the wanting to play Jank came from. Is trying to come up with absolute nonsense in a weird format where Legendary Fisherman the Third was banned and you could only summon 3 times. So that's a funny piece of Yu-Gi-Oh history, I guess, that is locked in the Trinity format universe. YGO Pro Deck actually still has a section for Trinity format, even though nobody's posted anything in like 3 years. So if you go to the website, you can still see a bunch of the articles.
Didn't something along those lines get Giant Ballpark banned in Trinity format?
Yes, Giant Ballpark is banned because I OTK'd a new player with it and they quit. They left the Discord after getting OTK'd by Overraptor into Giant Ballpark.
This is supposed to be my fun Yu-Gi-Oh format.
This
where
is my
OTKs don't
refuge. Now
exist,
it's my
and
nightmare.
now I got OTK. Yu-Gi-Oh is so evil and toxic. I hate you all.
He still sees like Vietnam flashbacks of that giant bug with the baseball bat on the card.
Just sneaking up on him like the cat in the hat.
I bet he remembers the date.
From the live action movie.
Shoutouts to Neo Bug. We hardly knew ye.
You remember his name?
To be fair, it is Neo Bug.
You think I don't know the insect normal monsters? Come on, man.
That was the name of the monster. I thought that was the name of the dude you made quit.
No.
No, Neo Bug is the one on the card.
What? You don't remember every person that you've ever made rage quit this game? That's the best part of Yu-Gi-Oh.
No. I'm too cold for that.
I have some stories from some friends at some regionals making people rage quit this game. I have a friend that is at a regional, and he gets paired against one of his friends at the regional. They sit there. He proceeds to 2-0 him in about 6 minutes. And the guy got so mad that he proceeds to leave all of his stuff on the table and just gets up and walks out. Leaves, gets in his car and drives away.
We have about 10 minutes left, and I will cover one piece of actual news in this episode.
Okay.
Because
if you insist,
there is a card that I do want to talk about. I have to find when this was revealed. It's interesting that we bring up Baby Rage, or people raging, because they actually literally did make a Baby Rage card in Animation Chronicle.
Okay.
Or no, it's the new Legendary Duelist set. I have to find the card. It's an Xyz monster. It's the No, it's not Duelist of Brilliance. YG Org. God, I don't like the new YG Org layout. It's
something.
There's where's the Baby Rage Xyz monster? Peeps posted about it. Baby Rage Xyz. I can't look up Baby Rage. That's not what the card is called. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's basically it's a rank. I think it's a rank 1 Xyz monster, or rank 2 maybe. It's a picture of like a baby, like a toddler crying with a bunch of toys, and the effect is something along the lines of anytime an effect is negated on your side of the field, you can attach 2 cards from the graveyard as Xyz material, and then it gets effects based on the number of times your plays get negated. So it's basically they've made a crying baby that's angry about their cards getting negated, and they've turned it into an Xyz monster.
Amazing.
It's beautiful. I wish I could find it because the art is amazing. But
the flavor there is so good.
Yeah, the one thing that Yu-Gi-Oh does, I think, better than most other games that I have looked into is that the flavor is unmatched. They're always cooking.
There's nothing like it, to be honest with you.
Let me just let's see if I can find some flavor in this pile of stuff.
Oh, I think my Twitch chat got it.
Oh, your Twitch chat's got it? Okay, you can open it. The artwork is incredible. Okay. There's no flavor in this pile.
It's called Tantrum Throwing Tyke.
There it is.
Throws hands with the graveyard is the caption article.
Yep. I don't know why I couldn't find the article.
Because the new layout is rough.
If you get your plays negated like 3 times, then then you get to the whole field.
Screaming.
The baby gets too angry and the whole field dies.
Which is
if it has
awesome.
8+ cards equipped, which means they have to negate 8 of your cards.
I think it's 3, because you get 2
once per
materials
chain. If the activation of a card or effect is negated, you can attach up to 1 card from.
It's up to 1. Oh, from each
graveyard. So if they have cards in their graveyard, it gets 2. But if you make this on your first turn, it's 8 times.
They have to
So it'd
hand
have to
trap
be
you
4 negate.
they have
Yeah.
to hand they have to hand trap you 6 times. That that has to be like max C into Nibiru Imperm Ash Valor
Valor, etc.
yeah, triple
And
Valor.
the best part is that it itself can be valored.
You can just negate itself. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
and
you
like all it does is it nukes itself.
Nice.
Yep. It's it's a good it's a metaphor. It's a little blatant to be a metaphor, but you know. Okay.
Well,
That's the only piece of news that I had.
yeah, there's a bunch of
Yeah,
other new
anything
cards,
else?
but I'm going to be honest, we're not covering them today. I've been thinking about it more and more, and it's kind of crazy because you have been so much more than just a co-host on this podcast. You have, whenever Caleb wasn't here, you would fill in for him for a year before you were an official co-host. You have become one of my best friends. We've traveled to a lot of tournaments together. I say a lot, 2 YCSs, which is a lot considering
That's a lot for me. I've only
yeah,
been to
2
I've been
continents.
yeah, that's true. I've been to Vancouver twice. Or no, I did Vancouver once. I've done Niagara Falls twice, and I did London. Those are the only YCSs I've been to. So I've been with you at half of the YCSs I have gone to.
Hey, we take those. But you've really become like one of my absolute best friends, and I'm very thankful to have done this with you, even though it wasn't nearly as long as I had hoped. I'm happy for you, and I'm happy that you're finding your peace. And
Yes. As soon as the Edison format event is done, I'm looking forward to the day where I stumble upon the subreddit like 3 years later, after I'm done being online, and I'm like, let's go see what's happening in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I can like read an archetype and be like, I've never seen this before in my life. Right now I'm still like lots of stuff is still coming into my feed, like on if I log into Twitter on desktop, then I still see stuff there. And obviously I'm on Reddit, but eventually when I'm like headfirst into something else and I'm not paying attention anymore, I would love to be able to come back and be like, oh wow, I don't know anything. And that's when it gets exciting for me, I think, is when I have to relearn everything from the ground up. So if main sets change, then I'm gonna have to read like 30 archetypes, and we'll see
notably,
how that goes.
I mean, sometimes getting that fresh start is the best thing that somebody can do.
Maybe
It's a new
I've
perspective.
yeah, and I think I've done pretty much everything I wanted to do. I've had some funny deck profiles. I've kind of been around the scene a bit. I got to ramble about it twice a week on a podcast that like maybe 1,000 people listen to on Spotify. So there's some it's been fun to carve kind of a little niche for myself there. So hopefully I could do that. Whatever uh, whatever weird online niche hobby. I think I'm gonna try to pick up one like regular hobby too. Like maybe I'm gonna go do like rec league volleyball for a month and then decide actually I want to play Final Fantasy 14 for the rest of my life. We'll see. We'll find out. But it has been, I will say, it has been a lot of fun. So huge thank you to the listeners of the Top Cut podcast for welcoming me on, especially because it was Caleb for like a year and a half before that. And that was a big change at the time. We had a lot of and still do run into a lot of technical stuff while we were learning everything. But lots of y'all stuck around on the Patreon and changed your names and kept up in the Discord. So it's been good. And Sonny, you can stall while we wrap this up so I can come up with a good card pun to end this.
I mean, yeah, I'm not in a huge rush to wrap it up because we didn't start until 11:07, so we're not even 40 minutes in. But like you felt like you were like wrapping it up, so um, like I said, it's I am. It's hard for me. It was hard for me seeing Caleb leave, and it's hard for me to see you leave because I know that you're both on to bigger and better things, and that this is at the end of the day, while it is a game that brings us all together, it's still just a small aspect in any one person's life, and it's not all that anyone ever is. And I think that it's, especially if you're like an audience member watching a content creator a lot, which, I mean, when you think about it, we put out hours of content a week. We've put out thousands of hours of content. It's very easy to forget that like we have lives outside of this thing. And I don't think that that should discourage anyone from having a favorite creator and having a favorite person. But, I would say, you know, don't be upset at Skyhawk for making the decision to live his life outside of Yu-Gi-Oh.
All right, I've got my final card pun prepped. So
Okay.
if y'all are ready, thank you for listening to the Top Cut podcast. I am leaving the TCG. I will not be having a change of heart. So that's been decided. Because I'm very tired. I'm very number 41, Baguska the Terribly Tired Tapper. I'm very tired, but I'm sure you guys will be okay. Trish is incredible at what he does, and Sunny learns and learns every day, and also is insane that he manages all this stuff. You guys are both very talented. There's 3 of us, and soon there will be 2, but we're all triple tactics talented, is what I'm trying to say. You'll have a winning formula. So I think things will go well, even without me to manage links and run presence. And with that, I'll activate Called by the Grave, targeting myself. Have a good night, everybody.
Wow, he didn't even stick around for one last patron name read.
Damn, I had a bit. I had a bit for him. I had it pulled up this whole time.
That's rough.
That's crazy.
Okay, wait, he came back for the patrons.
He came back. He came back.
I wanted to do the cool exit, but actually,
I've been saving a bit this whole episode. I've been waiting on it.
So sorry.
All right,
Okay,
where's the One Piece fan? Somebody drop the
I'm
birdcage right now.
Shit, hold on. No, wait. I can fix this. Give me.
He's got more
Fix my
puns.
bit.
He's got more queued
No, I
up.
know it's in here. No. Chain Ghost Spell. You can do your bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Trauma.
Oh, I
Okay,
forgot about that.
Trish, do you want to do your bit first, or do you want me to do patron
listen,
names?
Do the patron.
Listen,
Do
I
the
was just-
patron
I
read.
was
Do
just-
the patron
I was trying to negate call, but
Before I do the patron read, everybody, just so that everyone's aware, I know that we just missed a couple of episodes, and we just came back for one episode to do Skyhawk's finale. We are gonna miss a couple of more episodes because I want to make sure that Trish has time to prepare with his team for YCS Vegas, which is this weekend. Be sure to cheer Trish on. Is it this weekend?
No,
Vegas is 3
it's
weeks
after,
away.
right?
This whole time I thought you were like hyper prepping because Vegas is this weekend. Vegas is 3 weeks away.
I was just busy this I was just out.
I was like, wait,
I
there was a
just busy.
YCS this weekend. That means Vegas is next weekend. Nope, that's a different YCS. That's
Nope.
Costa
There is-
Rica.
there's
That's Costa Rica that's coming up, I think, in 2 weeks.
There was a Latin
there's-
America YCS, and then I was expecting there to be Vegas next weekend, but it's not.
the Hasher and Maple YCS is happening this weekend, so there's a YCS happening this
Yeah.
weekend. It's just
Yeah.
that is a format in real.
There's also the Persona 3 YCS.
Oh my god. Okay, I decided my hobby for the next month. Actually, it's Persona 3
What?
Reload.
Right time, baby! Persona time. So I'm
I
seeing you in
completely
stream,
forgot
right?
about it.
You're gonna be in stream,
Oh,
right?
I will be there. I will be watching. I'll probably just like I'm just gonna play along. I'm just gonna follow along.
Yeah,
We'll just
I
do
did
the-
that with Persona 5.
We are
we
still
banked- we
taking at
banked
least a
the-
week off. I'm just gonna say that.
We banked the variety hours during the marathon stream. We're balling.
True. We
There you
got
go.
57 left, following our side quest.
All right.
Oh, I never talked about that. We did a side quest. I have the first place time on Nintendo Switch for the blue.
I saw.
game.
Okay, I saw that on Twitter. Actually, I would like before Sunny reads the patron
Okay,
names. Can
well,
you
I'm
please
down. Let's
explain
do
what
this.
led you to do this? Can you explain? what led
So
you to this?
I was very bored. I was very bored. So I said, you know what? Let's start the marathon timer. And I had gone on the Nintendo Switch eShop and I saw that there was a Bluey video game.
Mhm.
If you don't know what Bluey is, it's an Australian Peppa Pig knockoff cartoon that has gotten very popular.
Bigger than Pippa.
Yeah, very popular with like the 4 and under demographic.
I have a
Very,
6-year-old.
very, very
It's
popular.
yeah.
Yeah, very popular. So I saw that and I asked my Twitch community, should we get this game? And their response was, why is the tagline for real life. And, and we were like, I don't know. Why is the tagline of the game Bluey the video game for real life? So we bought it, and then we decided to play it, and the game was horrifically broken. We soft blocked 3 times. We hard crashed the game once. And its runtime, like without any speedrun strats, is only about an hour. So we decided, let's stay up all night and get a speedrunning record. And we saw, so like the overall world record, I don't have. I have the world record on Nintendo Switch. So we are the fastest Bluey player in the world, specifically on the Nintendo Switch.
Amazing.
And I thought it would be thematic if we got that world record, because Konami likes to give us Nintendo Switches as YCS prizing. So we said we're going to take our Switch,
and it makes
we
you
are
blue.
going to, we're gonna be a Bluey speedrunner. So
Nice.
we are a Bluey speedrunner now.
That
Nice.
is incredible. I cannot wait for the eventual Small Land collaboration where you try to take the regular world record. That's honestly, maybe that's what I should do. I should just go on like speedrun.com or whatever the website's called and just find a category that like 2 people have run and just be like, this is my personality now.
This is my personality.
You could do the Stevie Blunder and become a Honey Pop speedrunner.
Oh god, actually, it'd be very funny if I quit and then I got the card sleeving world record. That would be hilarious.
You could do Roller Coaster
like-
Tycoon 3. It takes 4 viewers to be the #1 streamer in the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 category on Twitch.
That is very funny, actually.
I did it.
So what is also very funny is, just like that with the Bluey video game, nobody streams it. But when we were streaming it, we streamed it in the Yu-Gi-Oh category because nobody's in the Bluey category, and we were still the #1 stream at 4 in the morning playing
Amazing.
Yu-Gi-Oh, but actually it was just Bluey.
But actually, it was Bluey. Konami, when are we getting a Bluey archetype, please? We got the Star Wars archetype. Give us Blue's Clues. Give us. I want to normal summon Steve instead of Alistair. Yeah. All right, read some patrons.
Which Steve? Okay. So isn't there multiple Steves, or are they different names?
That's how this works. We
I
have
think
original Steve, and then when they do like the wave of support, the legacy wave 10 years later, that's when we get the new Steve.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
Steve
down.
too.
All right. Well, of course, we're going to thank all of our wonderful patrons. Again, just to be clear, we are still going to take off a week just to be absolutely sure that we have everything locked in with a new 3rd co-host and all that jazz. So we're going to make sure that we have everything locked in there before we go like getting everything ready to go again. So, but we'll be back bigger and better than ever with some very cool new sponsors. So, all right. A huge thank you to our first ever top 4 patron, which is a big deal. This is our third from highest tier. It's very high on our tier list. Somebody upgraded a lot. HGH Cyber, huge thank you to them. So, huge thank you to Always Second, the distinct instinct to lip sync in sync. All right. Okay. Zyphorus. Yeah, somebody's mad at me for reading these names too fast. Zyphorus, Ding Dong's hostess of the Yangzing, Jed McCain, Speed, John Leo, Magispector Toad, Obama, John Oatmeal Spaghetti, ONL. Yeah, Magispector Toad, Obama. Oatmeal Spaghetti.
They've been there for a bit. They've been there for a bit.
Oatmeal Spaghetti, Owen Alvarado, Pistol RX, Silver Hope, Skyhawk over the Beatles. Indeed. Understanding and reading are 2 different things. Virtually Savior's World, Visa, Star Frosting, D's Nuts, Aaron Gardner, Alexander Chan, Asami, Ashless Chaps, Atsio Simpa, The Silver Castle, Blue Eyes is Best, Copium, Box Wine, Chubby Ninja, Dragon Maidenless Behavior, Ice Jade will win a YCS before Swoo Swoo, I'm about to Rika, Glamour Trooper for Cross Plant Nuts in Your Mouth, Little Stinky, Maxi Pack, number C107 is better than access code, Old Man Red, pin code 143, Runic did nothing wrong, Shigabonga on Mikanko till I armor exceeds torpedo.
Wow. I love
our patrons. I love our patrons so much.
That is incredible work.
Sinful soils and the existence of a terror top implies there is also a joyful bottom. Thank you all. What a way to go out. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the podcast. Again, Skyhawk, we wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors, including.
I've got one last thing to say.
Okay, let him have his bit.
I'm listening.
All right, see a giant sky dork. I'll continue to play the game with my friends on a casual level and wait for reprints. Imagine doing so. Nah, let's make a sappy video about cardboard being too expensive just to jump on the current trend. Nice one. Have a good day.
It's Giant Skydork signing off. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay, what is this reference to?
I had stopped recording. You didn't see this?
No, I
So
didn't.
this is an actual comment that I got like 2 days ago on my video.
2
It
days
was so
ago.
funny.
In fact,
Yeah,
if you
it's so
if,
funny.
if you guys want, I had stopped recording. I have a folder of just the silliest comments on this video.
Oh,
Let me
please.
we'll do this
'Cause
before I go to bed.
I pulled that up as soon as I joined the voice call. As soon as I joined the voice call, I pulled that up.
400 comments.
I
Wow.
was yeah, it's the range, a lot of range. I've got so this is just like a simple one. If you're a broke boy, just say so, Kappa. I have like 5 comments saying, "Bro, I love you, but you need to clean your room," which that was correct. I was correctly called out for that. My room was a total mess. It's much better. Is that a CR bonfire?
No, oh god, no, it's not a secret.
Okay. So,
No,
defensible.
it's just my playset. It's just my playset. They came in.
True. You're burning hot. You should sell me your collection for 20% to set an example for how much you think cards should cost. You can be the change. Let me know. Very funny. Nice try. There was also Neshi saying, "Want to play Edison with me?" Right next to another comment saying, "Play Edison." That one's the same as "Give me other cards because you're quitting." Then please quit the podcast as well. We don't need someone who just sits and plays Master Duel, which isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! And isn't involved with the game. If that's what you think, I have bad news about the current host of the podcast.
I feel attacked on this one.
Trish exclusively plays Master Duel, and Sunny doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Playtime
Allegedly.
4,621 hours.
Yeah. Okay, I think I have one or two more really good ones. Okay, this one is good. Since the dawn of time, every soul has worked harder for the things they wanted or needed. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a hobby, and having a hobby is a luxury in and of itself. Just a bunch of privileged people whining is not going to change anything. And that's actually the same person that commented that I should sell them their collection for 20%. The same person with 2 different ones.
I think someone in my Twitch chat is either BMing or found another copy paste, which is "Quitting Yu-Gi-Oh! By Felicia. Also the crying, seriously, go get a life. You crying at the end is so pathetic. I wonder how you'll react if or when a girl dumps your sorry ass." Was that a comment or is that...
No, so I did not watch this because I refused to give the guy ad revenue. But YGO Paisano made a video about my video.
Oh no.
And he basically, the whole thing was like, "Get a girlfriend, bozo," which, shut up, man.
Shut up. You live in fucking Alberta, Canada. I don't think there are girls to be franked. Like, you are the entire population of that part of Canada.
Turns out I'm the entire population of Alberta. The very good, extremely good copy pasta. I think that's the best way to respond to people being silly. Yugi, you have lost faith in the soul of the cards. And as somebody who has a picture of a Millennium Eye. Let's see. I think there was one more really good one in this collection. Here it is. I got a shockingly, I probably have like 20 comments on the video being like, "Why would you want to ban Maxi? Are you insane?" This person is, "Why do you want to ban Max if there are cards stupid strong with their effects to special summon? Maybe cut it for 2 or 1, but hell no ban it." Just the best grammar on these. Oh, and then the last one that I got roasted for, which was completely fair, was "We getting this before the Fluffle video." I gotta take the L.
He's been promising Fluffle videos forever.
They were 100% right about this. I also got a lot of the very last funny thing. I had a whole bunch of people comment on the video being like, "Who are you?" I think in the first minute and a half of the video, I literally say that I'm nobody. So I'm pretty sure I just admitted to the thing you're accusing me of. But
you have to remember that YouTube commenters don't watch the video. Like, I have posted Dragon Link combos before where like I just activate Dragon Ravine, discard nothing, and resolve it. And I started the combo with 1 card in hand, like, and no like filler cards, like, because it always has bugged me how like people fill up their handful of like filler cards. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, just don't do it.
Someone
And like,
commented.
I will get like 50 comments like, you didn't discard off Dragon Ravine, even though I'll like audibly say, you just discard a real card here.
I think Ruxin said that in a recent video where he was talking about Rarity Collection, where he was like, people just read the title. I have to title this something different so that people actually like watch it, or like the comments will be about it. Anyway,
Amazing.
Anyway, I'm down to I think I just turned off the notifications for it. I was like, I gotta stop reading these. I think I finally, after all this time, I finally understand people who are like, don't read the comments, because it's just, it is a weird collection. But I also did get a lot of people who were very cool about it too. So on that note, I will leave you to Master
The last
Duel.
comment that I'll leave you with. You're Canadian. That explains everything. SMH, y'all
Oh,
always
that's right.
complaining.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, so you're Canadian. Okay, that's why you're like this. All right. Well, I will not apologize.
I don't think I've ever seen racism against Canadians before. That's insane.
I will not apologize. Fuck you. I'm going to Tim Hortons. Have a good night, everybody.
Ooh, Timmy's.
I've still never had Tim Hortons.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go do your
going back
stream. Yeah, have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, we've got to go let Trish make his money. Oh, chat, it's been good. It's been real. It's been real good. I think that I am done for the night. So, I appreciate the love in chat for Skyhawk tonight. It's been wonderful, but I got to go. So I got work tomorrow. Have a good night.